What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So today we're talking about Netracell changes, or maybe the lack thereof Netracell changes coming in the next few months to Warframe. We'll be going over what DE told us on the dev stream, and also some major speculation. I'm taking some older quotes from previous dev streams, trying to put two and two together and explain why they're not fixing these after all the feedback that's been provided. And they've acknowledged the feedback has been received. So we'll be going over that today. But before we do, make sure to sub this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads, lots of discussion videos, news videos, and the like. So if you enjoy this types of informational stuff, you're in the right place. Also, hit that like button as well. It's more people see the video. And also, I'll be live on stream after this video goes up, grinding out some Warframes. If you want to grind out Warframe, come hang out, or just, chit-chat. Come on, stop by. Alright, enough of that. Let's get into what we're talking about today, and what you can basically expect as a Warframe player if you are someone that does the weekly missions, like a lot of us do. So we're in the Sanctum Atomica, the newest tile set right now, and we're going over to the weekly, well rather the Netracell vendor, Tagfer. Situation with Tagfer here is he has a special weekly mission, only available on this planet, obviously, and it is 5 per week looted runs. So if you died and didn't beat the mission, you wouldn't eat one of these runs. But as far as the loot table here, we've got Archon Shards, so normal Archon Shards as a common drop, yeah right. Melee Arcanes, that would include Legendary Arcanes, Golden, so rare Arcanes and Uncommon Arcanes. And then the Uncommon drop is a Melee Arcane Adapter. There's Melee Arcanes in this game now, basically about 20 plat. And then the final drop is a Tau Forged Archon Shard. As far as the actual percentage drop rates on each of these, Archon Shard Normal is stated to be a 9% drop rate. Melee Arcanes are 5.6% drop rate per Arcane. Melee Arcane Adapter is 20% drop rate, and the Tau Shard is a 2.5% drop rate. So yes, you are most likely going to be getting a Arcane or a Melee Adapter from these, which that has been pretty much one of the main complaint points on at least my previous Netracell video and the player base in general. Like the comments in that video were extremely, they were extremely in agreement with me that the Arcanes should not be in here besides the legendary ones, and the Melee Adapter can still be in there, but it's really just the Arcane should not be in here. So, why should it not be in there? Because they drop in multiple places. We're not doing these missions for Melee Arcanes, basically. If we're doing that mission for Melee Arcane, we're wanting a Legendary Arcane, because all the Arcanes over here can be purchased with rep. So this can drop in there. A 5,000 rep Arcane can drop in there. One copy of it, by the way. A 7,500 rep Arcane can also drop there, too. So, these are bad drops, like really bad drops, and they should not be in Netracells at all. What has DE done? Well, I'm going to tell you what DE did by showing you with a clip. They have actually decided to not buff the Netracells, not to remove any loot from the tables. They're going to make a new mission. In their words, it is a substitution activity for Netracells. What does that mean? Well, we're going to try to put two and two together after this clip. So let me go ahead and show you this in Pablo's words and Rebecca's words. The top DE
Netracell drop
devs.
rate stuffs.
Before we go into this, I would like to clarify, this is the only thing they talk about Netracells the entire stream, okay? This is the only thing about Netracells they've talked about the entire dev stream, even though they stated they would be addressing it. This is them addressing Netracells, okay?
Netracell drop rate stuffs.
Not exactly directly related to Netracells, but basically we have like a new activity, let's say, that has basically rewards tuned up that you can do instead of some of the Netracells.
Yeah, we plan. Yeah.
I guess we'll go into full details next.
Yeah, because I wanted to see a bit more implemented.
Yeah,
before
we'll show you like
it.
UI and stuff for the next time.
Yeah, but basically we have a way and a plan to give you a longer way to, I don't even, now I'm just rambling.
So this activity, I'm pretty excited about it. Honestly,
I'm hyped about it, but
the document I wrote for it literally is like 4 years old. I've been like trying to get this done for years, so I'm pretty excited to finally.
But I think for those of you who are, for those of you who have concern about Netracell drop rates and the likelihood of getting things, we have a Netracell drop
sorry.
rates.
The clips on Twitch are only a minute long. She was trying to say there's a substitute activity, and Pablo also stated afterwards there is a guaranteed legendary arcane after this new activity, okay? The clips can only be a minute long, so I couldn't fit that all in there. But yes, so they are not addressing the Netracells themselves. They are making a substitute activity, which will have, I'm guessing, the way he put it, tuned rewards. Here's what I'm going to try to put two and two together here, guys. Here's some of my speculation right here. So we have another clip from Pablo. This is from before Whispers on the Wall came out. So this is when they were showing Archon green shards the first time. And a reminder too, we are going to be having this Archon fusion thing at some point, or rather in Dante Unbound we'll be getting this. So Tau shards will be a lot more, there will be a lot more Tau shards out there basically. But here's what Pablo was saying in November, I believe it was. Okay. Is it going to play? Well, it looks like the clip's not working. I'm going to pull it out from somewhere else then. Here we go. Okay, unmute.
So there's this new, and as we said, a few weird ones in there.
Ooh.
So, so there's this new, and as we said, from the bolts in Entrati, you're going to get a new source of shards, both combined and vanillus.
Yeah, and there will be a new resource that you can earn out there.
Okay, so as Pablo stated, these Netracell vaults should be dropping Archon shards, both combined and non-combined. But if we look at over what we have right now, these are just non-combined Archon shards. So I think somewhere in development, Pablo was basically told no, combined Archon shards will not be in Netracells. And now they're making a new activity, which will likely be more difficult than Netracells, that will involve Legendary Arcanes guaranteed. Will the new mission be where the combined Archon shards will drop in the wild? My theory is yes. The development has changed. Netracells were decided, they're like, okay, we're going to do something else with those. We're going to put melee Arcanes in there instead. The new event, or rather the new activity in Dante Unbound, that's where the combined shards will come from. That's where Legendary Arcanes will drop a lot more freely. Maybe DE just realized Netracells are too easy to make it where you're actually getting reliable, good loot. Now, I know that's an assumption on my part, and also kind of it makes DE not look the best if I put it that way, but I don't know what other reason there is, guys. Why would they not buff Netracells when they said, let's talk about Netracells, and Pablo's like, this isn't exactly about Netracells, but here you go. I think some players are actually getting to the point where these Netracells feel so bad, they stop doing them. They are very demoralizing. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to go waste an hour of my time for 0 shards. I have done a month of Netracells, guys. I have not gotten a single shard from a Netracell in the last month, okay? That shouldn't be a thing that happens. I'm doing these Netracells for Archon shards. I don't even care about the Legendary Arcanes anymore. I don't have them maxed out, but I'm doing these for shards. So, I think DE knows that too. But the thing is, the longer it takes you to get these shards, the longer you're playing the game. The way these live service games work, they want to keep your mind engaged with the game as long as possible. So if you were to be able to get all the stuff you want really quickly, you'd be potentially playing the game for less time. You'd be buying less Prime Accesses maybe if you're just not stuck in the game as long. That's just, the kinds of things they do in these free-to-play live service games to make you have to constantly be thinking about, okay, the loot is a bad drop this week, but maybe next week you'll get the Tau shard you've wanted. I know for me, I've been wanting that last blue Tau shard for my 5 green shard Saren for like the last month and a half, and I have not gotten it. So, yeah, that's why I'm extremely excited they're adding this fusion thing, because it's like, okay, well, the day they add this, I'm getting my 5th green shard, my 5th green Tau shard for Saren, but also everyone else in the game will also get it too, so it makes it less special. So, I think that what we have here is we're going to have a new type of activity in Dante Unbound, which will be likely involved with a new disruption. They're adding disruption to this tile set. I'm expecting that to be something involving with the new activity where it's like better drops or whatever Pablo was saying. Also, potentially combined Archon shards dropping immediately. So we're talking green Archon shards. Maybe even green Tau shards. I don't know if they do that, but this will, and also the word substitute is going to be meaning like a replacement, okay? So substitute Netracells. These new missions might replace one of your 5 Netracell looted runs per week as well, guys, okay? So we'll have to see. They said they'll give us more information in February, or rather the February dev stream, and that is going to be probably 3 months away, or sorry, 3 weeks away. So we only have limited information to go off of, but I just wanted to point out that DE decided to take our feedback, and instead of fixing Netracells, they are making a new mission altogether, which I find that to be a ridiculous solution. Hopefully it is a good solution. I have some faith in these devs after the recent updates, so hopefully they can do it, but at the same time, look from the outside, looking in at their changes and their discussion and discourse on this, it feels like they're they're intentionally not buffing the Netracells, and they're making it where like, okay, you know, people that are grinding Netracells right now, in about a month, in about 2 months, we'll have a new activity for you. And it really felt like they were addressing specifically the Legendary Arcane complaints. Like, oh, it will take you over a year of doing Netracells to get a maxed out Legendary Arcane. Yeah, that was pretty bad, and it still is pretty bad. But at the same time, too, for some players, we're doing them literally for shards. I don't really want to be getting Arcanes from them because I can just go buy the Arcane. I can't buy a Netracell plat. I can't, like, infinitely get other things that are, you know, Netracells related, like the Legendary Arcanes and the shards, but I can definitely go buy those Silver Arcanes a ton, if anybody's even buying them, right? So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Pure support. My speculation is that we will be getting the green fuse shards in the new activity because basically Pablo was told no with Netracells. Maybe Netracells are too easy. Additionally, too, D did not really. Doesn't seem like they're changing it where like enemies spawn faster than Netracell Circle or something. It's just like we're addressing the Legendary Arcane loot, and the rest is going to be up to what happens. So. Let me know how you guys feel in the description or in the comments down below. I'll be live on stream very soon. Here we can talk about some more if you want to. And yeah, take it easy, guys. See you next time. Peace.